Quite the scene out there. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Wade Johnson in New York. Have a great night.
David Muir, the most trusted, most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the 4th year in a row.
Right now on News Channel 6 and 7, the debate over new child protection legislation named in honor of Javea Harris. We have a closer look as your News at 7 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 7.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with the memorial for 4-year-old Javea Harris in Aiken is a reminder of a life cut short. And now questions about how South Carolina protects its most vulnerable children. Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage-Dock has more.
She was a little girl, and she couldn't control what happened to her.
As some of the balloons from Javea Harris's memorial start to lose air, the search for answers continues.
We know more about her death than we do about her life.
Darnell Holston, a candidate for South Carolina House District 84, says the investigation into Javea's death needs to come first.
We should allow the authorities and those that are doing investigations on this case take the time and the opportunity to collect all the facts.
South Carolina already has a Department of Children's Advocacy. The agency oversees several child-serving agencies across the state.
Let's take a look at where we fail Javea. Whether it's through, maybe there was lack of communication, maybe there was records that got misplaced, or maybe if they dropped the ball somewhere along the way.
Now, investigators are working to determine whether there were failures within the system, and if so, who should be held accountable.
And if that is the case, let's hold those agencies or individuals accountable for their actions. That way, this will never happen to another child again, hopefully.
Before any changes are made, Holston says lawmakers need to know whether existing policies were followed.
Let's get all the facts, and then we can backtrack to see where the disconnect or maybe the ball was dropped in the process of protecting her.
For Holston, the tragedy is also a reminder that protecting children takes the entire community.
She needed a village, and that village includes all of us, neighbors, church, teachers, doctors, everybody in the community to fall behind and help parents raise these children.
In Aiken, I'm Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage-Dock, WJBF News Channel 6.
The shooter convicted of killing 4 people at a Georgia high school learns his. Let's time now for a first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci, and you're tracking some storms for us.
That's right, Dee. It is quiet so far, but that could change within the next few hours. But right now, just some hazy cloud cover on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at Augusta Regional Airport. More clouds are moving in from the north, and we're going to keep it dry for now. We do have the southwest wind coming in, so it's a bit breezy, 14 miles per hour in Aiken, 12 in Edgefield. The main story today was, of course, the heat. It was warmer than yesterday by a few degrees, and right now we're still in those mid-90s. 94 in Augusta and Aiken. We got up to 98 earlier today, 95 in Gibson, and 97 in Lincolnton. And with dew points in the 70s, it's feeling like over 100 degrees still. Heat index up to 104 in Augusta, 106 in Evans. Now for the rest of our evening, we'll stay dry through around 10 p.m. Then by 11 o'clock through 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, I could be tracking some storms that have the chance of being severe. More details coming up. Back to you, Dee.
Thanks so much. We'll see you in a few more minutes. Data centers continue to be a hot topic for Augusta city leaders. Commissioners have extended the moratorium on new centers for another 2 months, but their constituents are still raising questions and concerns. City leaders are working on a new ordinance to regulate centers, but one commissioner says without protections for the public, Augusta should be totally off limits.
With the absence of necessary protections, it makes it extremely hard for me to support these types of ordeals in our county. And listening across to what's happening across the country and other cities, I have concerns. And until those concerns are adequately addressed, my mind hasn't changed.
Commissioners are scheduled to visit an operating data center next week in Atlanta. Well, South Carolina lawmakers have reached a deal on the $15 billion state budget, and it'll now be sent to the House and Senate.
Hill, I'm Gabrielle Caracciolo. Back to you.
It's quiet for now, but I'm tracking a cold front, which could bring us severe weather late tonight into early Wednesday morning. Stay with us for all the details when we return.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
On Monday, a tornado touched down at 1 p.m. in northeastern Wisconsin. The National Weather Service reports the storm remained on the ground for more than 20 minutes, cutting through a roughly 12-mile path with winds of up to 140 miles per hour. It was classified as an EF3 tornado, the strongest tornado to strike both Allegheny and Winnebago counties since an EF4 tornado touched down in April of 1984. As of now, no fatalities have been reported. The governor has issued a state of emergency for the displaced families. And now you're looking at our Terry Limbert Hyundai Skyview cam up at Soap Creek Marina. We did have some sunshine earlier today, but we're seeing more clouds move in, and we're getting ready for some storms tonight, at least for around half the CSRA. It was a very hot and humid day, though. The hottest day out of the week. We got up to around 98 to even 99 degrees in some spots, and now we're sitting at 94 in Augusta. Still feeling 10 degrees hotter than that, thanks to the southwest wind coming in at 8 miles per hour. That's leading to a lot of moisture around, making it feel very humid. And of course, we have the hot temperatures with anywhere from around 93 to 96 degrees at this time. Now, here's our satellite and radar. You can see a cold front is making its way down to the 2-state. And as we zoom in here, you can see ahead of the front, we have severe thunderstorm warnings. We've had several tornado warnings along this system as well. Now, for us, we are under the threat of severe weather, primarily for some of our South Carolina counties and the northern portion of the CSRA. Notice the severe thunderstorm watch only includes Saluda County at this time. That's until 1 o'clock in the morning. But I do think there's a chance it could end up getting extended a little bit further down towards the south. So don't let your guard down if you're in any of the counties shaded here. That's where we are under the risk of severe weather from around 10 o'clock tonight until 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, with our main concern being damaging wind gusts, also some small hail possible, especially for the counties shaded in yellow. I will also say there's a non-zero tornado threat primarily for Saluda County because of these storms already producing some tornadoes up to the north of us. Now, I am expecting them to weaken as they move down towards the south, with once again that main threat being damaging wind gusts. But I just want you to be aware of the possibility of these storms impacting us when you're going to bed tonight. You may wake up to the sounds of some heavy rain, hear those gusty winds, especially once again in Saluda, Edgefield, Aiken, McCormick counties. This is 11 o'clock tonight, and then you can see by around 12:30 to 1 a.m. still seeing that very heavy rain, pretty slow moving as well, so some minor flooding also possible. But luckily, this is going to be overnight when people are off the roads, most likely. By 2 a.m., a little bit of an expansion over towards the west, some cells possible over towards Sparta as well, which is also included under that marginal risk of severe weather. But you saw there the higher threat of severe weather is definitely going to be in our South Carolina counties. So here's a look at tomorrow at noon. We're going to be drying out, and this cold front will be shifting down towards the south of us. So ahead of that front, we'll see very widespread rain and the chance of severe weather again, but that will be to the south of the CSRA. So Wednesday's looking like a really nice day for us. Then we'll have these winds coming out of the north on Thursday and Friday. That'll bring in some drier air, but then we'll be watching this system coming in from the west. We'll have more rain chances as we go into the weekend. But for your forecast tomorrow, mid-70s and dry by 7 a.m. Then we're into the mid-90s by the afternoon. So another hot and humid day, but then we'll have that lower humidity on Thursday with high temperatures back to near average, 93, then 94 on Friday. A bit more humid with that 30% chance of storms on Saturday, and then up to a 60% chance of rain on Sunday, D.
We love the rain like we talked about it earlier. We just don't want the severe
I know.
weather.
I wish it was just a plain old rain tonight.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed and pray.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Recovery efforts continue for many families across the CSRA nearly 2 years after Hurricane Helene. The group that formed to help victims of Helene, Rally Augusta, assisted with nearly 200 recovery efforts. But organizers say many homeowners are still needing assistance.
I would say that it's a blessing that I learned that we still will be able to get help, and they are religious and godly people enough to look out for one another.
Raleigh Augusta says homeowners in Richmond, Columbia, and McDuffie counties who still need help can still apply for assistance. You can find out how to do that. Just go to our website, WJBF.com. Hundreds of WellStar employees are out of a job tonight. WellStar Health System says 761 employees in its corporate and shared services departments have been let go. The company says frontline care roles were not impacted. We're working to find out how many of the layoffs are impacting our area. Well, coming up, 30 years since the Atlanta Olympic Park bombing.
Message. Your most watched local news is getting a big plus. WJBF 6 Plus. Download our new streaming app today. It's totally free with no subscription required. WJBF 6 Plus. Brought to you by the Mike Costello Law Firm. Count on the Live Viper 6 Neighborhood Network, powered by Tempest.
Relax and let Kroger.
Summer is here, and so are the savings at Whataburger's Furniture and Mattress Showcase.
Save up to half off on so many of your favorites, including amazing deals on our patio selection.
We've got styles for every space and savings for every budget, from bedrooms and living rooms to dining and more.
Don't miss your chance to shop hot summer savings happening now at Weinberger's for a limited time only.
Can you save up to 50% at Weinberger's during the summer savings event?
Yes, you can.
Dog fans, mark your calendars.
Visitors went to South Africa to be on a safari, but the safari decided to come to them at a wilderness camp. The group was set to embark on their tour when it got delayed. The tourists were heading down from the lodging cabin to suddenly see a male lion just chilling down in the shade right by the car. The lion just stared at the guests. No word yet on who left first, but the lion's like, hey, I mean, you all are on our territory, so
look at that. That is a little scary.
I'd go right back upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sleeping here tonight, y'all.
Yeah, I don't like that look on his face.
But that's on my bucket list. I would like to go on one of those wilderness experiences like that.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Just keep the distance.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, our forecast is showing a very low chance of rain early tomorrow morning. Some storms could linger until around 4 a.m. The rest of the day will be dry with clearing skies. It's still going to be a hot one, 96, with the heat index up to around 105. But then lower humidity takes over Thursday and Friday. Temperatures back to near average, so at least we won't have the oppressive heat. And then we will have some higher rain chances this weekend.
All right, thanks so much, and thank you for joining us. We're back here tonight on News Channel 6 at 11. Entertainment Tonight is next. Have a great evening.
We're celebrating America's 250th birthday with great deals during the Gerald Jones Subaru Freedom to Drive event. And every vehicle purchase comes with a $250 gas card on us. Right now, lease a new Forester for just $286 a month, or lease a new Outback for just $307 a month. That's right, a $250 gas card with any vehicle purchase. Stop by now or shop online at GeraldJonesSubaru.com. Gerald Jones Subaru, a great deal and a great deal more.
Hey parents, get an A+ in savings when you shop smarter, not harder at Kid to Kid. Find our favorite back-to-school styles at your favorite prices at Kid to Kid in Evans and Augusta.
I'm Mike Costello of the Mike Costello Law Firm.